Hello YouTubers, this is a Lafayette Wide World receiver. As you can see here, there's a fine gentleman on the internet that did a video on a receiver just like this one, but it's a national. Now I don't think Lafayette made the receiver itself. I think National actually made the receiver. Has plug-in coils. Each coil has a color on them on the top, and a dot down in the bottom of these there's a green dot there telling you what frequencies they are on. When you put, as far as when you put these in.
New coat in because you've got so many old coats you haven't worn in ages, especially kids' coats.
Dow works great.
Outgrow them so quickly. Bring them all down. And
this is your oscillator regen control.
That need them. It's a good
and then the volume. The other kind gentleman explains how the circuit works and actually shows the schematic, so I'm not going to go through all that other than to tell you that these two tubes here are 24A's. It's a regen circuit. The 27 tube here is the detector. These two are the push-pull audio output. Here's the power supply. And what I find funny about the power supply is that, let me pause it, I'll show you. The power supply itself has the rectifier down in the bottom, hanging upside down. I had to replace the electrolytics in this power supply. The two chokes in the power supply and the transformer tested out okay. Leads were in good shape. I didn't have much problem getting the power supply repaired. The other thing this receiver has, came with this receiver, is I'm not so sure if the company Lafayette actually made this cabinet. I don't know. But this is the early style electrodynamic speaker, and all I did was dust it all off. It works really good. Still looks a little dirty in the cabinet. I'd probably have to wipe it out. But I think that's rather neat. And here's what the cabinet looks like. Sorry guys, I have to do it this way. Oh well, it's upside down. Okay, there's what the cabinet looks like with the speaker. And then
to help families that are direly in need. The Art Gallery of Ontario.
Here's part of the front. It's a pretty wild cabinet. It's kind of hard to do it holding this thing. But anyways, I'm going to do another video with it in the cabinet. I brought it up on a Variac. Yeah, upside down again. I brought it up very slow on the Variac first and did some repairs to the circuit here. Wasn't anything really major. My tuning condensers were loose. I had to line them up properly and make sure that they were mating right. The Dow, if you are going to when you pick up a shortwave frequency, whatever it may be, like this sounds like something out of London.
$1.3 million. They've only been able to raise
but
$300,000. I can't understand why.
It may be Canada.
By the end of November, so they've got 5 days to raise.
But I don't know what frequency I'm on. The coils are interchangeable. I think I said that earlier. I have 4 sets. Shortwave only. It does not go down low enough for the broadcast band. But I think it's a very neat radio. I don't know how many Lafayettes are out there. I did when I was looking on the internet. The only way I could find anything about it was I went to the American Radio History site. They have these magazines they put on PDF, and it's a very good site to go to. You ought to check it out. But I went there, and Radio Museum showed a picture of one of these units, and they called it the Thrill Box, and Thrill Box SW5. National was, I believe, National was the first company to make these. But Lafayette, and I understand that quite possibly the Allied also made this same receiver. It came out in 1930, or they used it in 1930-31. I was able to get a couple of Radiocraft shortwave magazines downloaded from their American Radio History website with actual articles about how this radio worked.
Do you have a charity that you support?
You can find that on the internet very easily. So I'll conclude this, and again I will put another video of this inside the cabinet showing how the drawer slides out, where I can actually change the coils. Thanks, YouTubers.